the top 10 American culture Filipina must know. Hi there! It's me again, Penelope, and welcome to my channel, guys. If you're new to my channel, you might wanna click the subscribe button at saka yung notification bell para every time na may new update ako na vlog, you're always notified. For today's vlog, guys, I decided to make a vlog on the top 10 American culture that Filipina must know and understand. Why do Americans
are like this?
And you might be a Filipina that you want to have American boyfriend in the near future, or you have American boyfriend that you didn't meet yet in person and you have plans to be together sooner or later. I know this vlog would help you understand why Americans are different from Filipinos, because there will be a culture shock between Filipino and American culture. This based on my experience living with American for 2 years. Yes, you heard right, guys. So I'm with him for 2 years already. I didn't make a vlog with him yet, but sooner I will. And I hope this will give you or would help you and make you prepared sooner for, living with America, because it's hard, especially if it's your first time. It's hard to adjust, it's hard to communicate well sa American, lalo na kapag hindi mo naiintindihan yung culture nila. Darating ka sa point na iiyak, madidepress, mapapagod. It's because of the culture difference, guys. Hindi kayo magkaunawaan kasi iba yung kinagisnan nyo, iba yung kinakalakihan nyo, iba yung kultura nyo. So, kasi tayong mga Pinoy kasi malaki yung difference natin sa Americans, lalo na the way of living and in relationship. So, I hope my vlog will help you. So, mag-start na tayo, guys. So, the top 10, guys, is terminology in words, or merong mga salita at merong mga English that we use that different from Americans. Like, may sinasabi silang bagay na iba yung English natin nun. So, their English, sometimes, some of the words that they use are different from us. That's the best explanation of it, terminology in words. I'm gonna give you a few examples of it. So, the first one is, what we use kapag kumakain tayo is tissue ang tawag natin. While they call it napkin, so iba yung pagkakaintindi natin sa napkin, guys. So that you don't have to be confused about napkin. Because if he will tell you that he wants napkin, it doesn't mean napkin for your period. No, it's not that one, guys. The napkin to them is the tissue na gagamitin natin kapag kumain tayo, kapag mag-wipe tayo ng mouth. And other example is what we also call tissue. Another tissue here in the Philippines is what they call toilet paper that we use in the bathroom, that we use in the restroom, that we use in the CR. So we call it tissue also, but they call it toilet paper. And that thing is some of the different words they use that we use in a different words also. Aside from that is what we call comfort room or CR. They call it bathroom, even though there's no bath on it, there's no shower on it, that just a toilet bowl. tawag nila doon is bathroom, guys. And sometimes they don't use word out of stock. Instead, they use word we're out. So out of stock, they don't usually use that one. And you have to be prank with them. Kailangan maging prank ka. Wag ka maraming salita, wag ka maraming explanation. Just do the summary. If you're trying to communicate with them, wag mong explain ng masyado because they don't want that. They want promptly answers on questions and everything. And I think I'm gonna make a vlog on words that American use. You might need to subscribe on my channel, guys, para lagi kayong updated about dyan. Words, terminology, they use different words on different things. For first time or first time living with them, mako-confuse kayo, but you'll get the use of it. So that's the number 10, terminology in words. And number 9 is argument don't last. Like, they don't argue with you for days, for weeks, for many hours. No, they don't argue with that. So, tayo kasing mga Pinay, when we had argument with our boyfriend, magtatampo tayo. And pag nagtampo tayo, it will take sometimes hours para mawala yung galit natin, para mawala yung inis natin, para mawala yung feelings, yung emotion natin. And Americans don't do that. They don't hold grudge or they don't hold galit for a long time. They will just like kapag ka nag-aaway kayo, mamaya-maya wala na, parang wala lang nangyari, parang hindi lang kayo nag-away. So, yan yung isa sa mga culture difference na feel ko with David before, yung bago pa lang kami, is kapag ka nag-aaway kaming dalawa, yung tipong mamaya-maya kakausapin niya na ako, na parang wala lang, ganun lang, parang hindi lang kayong nagkainisan, na yung galit ka pa, pero wala ka namang magagawa kasi yun na. So, kasi nga hindi niya ayaw niyang balik-balikin yung mga issue na pinag-awayan nyo, and they wanna make forward. They don't want to pass, or they don't wanna talk about the past. Gusto nila moving forward and do better for life. And that's why they don't hold arguments for long. So, maninibago ka talaga, guys, kapag you're with American and mag-aaway kayo. They don't last for long, actually. I don't know if most Filipinas with Americans experience this, but this is based on what I experienced with my American boyfriend. And we don't argue for days, for weeks. So, meron kasi mga Pinay na kapag ka nag-aaway, matagal magkakaayos, matagal magkakabate. So, it's not like that to Americans. So, that's the number 9, argument don't last or hindi tumatagal yung away sa kanila. Number 8 is hurtful words doesn't mean anything to them most of the time. Yes, most of the time, kapag ka nagsasabi sila or kapag ka nakakabitaw sila ng mga words like stupid, like fool, it's kinda like expression na lang sa kanila, guys, na ganun, nasabihan kang ganun. Pero para sa ating kasing Pinay, lalo na kapag ka klasikong Pilipina na masyadong mabilis masaktan, masyadong dinidibdib yung mga salita, mahirap, guys, mahirap mag-adjust on that situation kapag kaganon kang klaseng babae na American, they always say the words even though in public or private places, because they don't care about people around. They don't care about people and being around with them, because they don't give a shit with that. Actually, sasabihin nila yung gusto nilang sabihin. And as a Filipina, we're not like that, na parang feel natin na pinapahiya tayo, because it's them. That's the way they are. That's kinda like yung pag-aawayan nyo kasi bakit ganito, bakit nagsabi siya ng ganyan, bakit ganyan siya. Pero para sa kanya, wala lang yun. Parang dala lang ng galit, dala lang ano. Meron naman ding instances na ganun tayo. But it's different, like, it's very different for them. Like, you're gonna experience a lot of words like that na para sa kanila wala lang, na hindi naman din, nothing to bother about that, words. And you can experience that with American, and you don't have to be mabibigla or hindi kayo dapat madibago, because that's the way they are, that's the way they live for themselves. So that's the number 8. Words, hurtful word doesn't mean anything to them most of the time. For the number 7, guys, palambing is not uso. Like, it's not uso for them to be affectionate or to do something kapag ka, like yung sinabi ko kanina, kapag ka nag-away kayo, magtatampo ka, hindi ka iimik, lalayo ka. They're not like kind of people na susuyuin ka, hahabulin ka, na pigilan ka. Hindi sila ganun, guys. They're not like that. Actually, not. Totally not. So, hindi ko na-experience kay David yun. Na kapag ka nagtampo ko sa kanya, may ganito ganyan, may ganito ganyan. No. Siguro some Americans, they do that kapag ka well-adjusted sila sa culture. But kapag yung culture nila is ganun talaga, hindi sila makaka-adjust sa mga Filipino culture. So palambing, they don't do palambing. They don't do like kapag ka mag-aaway kayo, nasa isang restaurant kayo, kapag mag-aaway kayo, sabihin mong uuwi ka na. Tapos yung feel mong pipigilan ka, no. Hindi ka niya pipigilan, guys. Actually, sasabihin ka lang niya, okay, go home. I'll meet you home. Yan, ganun lang. Magkikita na kayo sa bahay. Antay mo na siya sa bahay. Ganito, ganyan. Kapag ka mag-walk out ka, guys, wala, hindi ka pipigilan. So, this is based on my experience. I'm not telling all Americans, but I want to share you my experience, guys. So, that's my experience. They don't do palambing. Hindi sila yung tipo ng Filipino na maghabol, magaganyan, ganito, ganyan. So, I keep on explaining that na hindi sila malambing as how Filipino relationship are. So, I've been to a lot of relationship with Filipinos, guys, and it's very different. But one thing I like about Americans and one thing I like about David is kapag ka may sakit ako, he is real good nurse for me. He's not, professionally nurse, but he takes good care of me. Inaalagaan niya ako ng maayos, binibigay niya yung mga needs ko, mga wants ko, like gusto ko yung massage, gusto ko yung ma-feel yung comfort, gusto ko ganito, gusto kong ganyan, kailangan kong mag-take ng medicine, ibibigay niya water, kulang na lang, isusubo niya pa sa akin. Minsan, gano'n na nga siya, sinusubo niya sa akin. So, they will take good care of you based on my experience, on how I see David, na kapag ka take care siya sa akin. Although, most naman din ng Filipinos ganun, guys. Pero, na-feel ko it's very different from the usual relationship with Filipinos and how they take care of you. So, that's the number 7. I hope I explain it to you well. That palambing is not uso to them. So, for the top 6, American time is very different from Filipino time. Maybe you have already understand this or meron na kayong idea what is all about American time, but I want to explain it to you well also. And so American, they don't want to wait Filipinas so long na malilate sila sa kanilang lakad. Like, kailangan nila maging early. They don't want to be late. Tayo kasi mga Pinay, like, if we have birthdays, if there's a gatherings, meeting, or other things that it's not really important for us, hindi natin tayo magiging early doon, guys. We're known to be late, especially sa birthday occasion. So, we're known to be late with that. And they don't do that, guys. They want to be earlier as much as possible. They don't really wanna be late. Yan yung pinaka one thing good about Americans is about time. Time is gold for them. Like, actually, I know Japan do that also. Pero sa Americans, yeah, hindi sila pwedeng malate, at kapag ka nakikita nila na malilate ka, ganun, they will gonna leave you. They will just gonna say, okay, just take a grab, take a taxi, go there, I'll go ahead. So, yan yung reason din bakit ayokong sumabay kay David, because as a person, as a girl, marami akong ginagawa, piniprefer bago ako umalis. Like, sometimes, kapag kasi nipag-ado makeup, and makeup takes so long, especially if you're not that good yet. And I don't want somebody will gonna rush me if I'm gonna do things. And yun, aalis siya nang sa kanya. So, aalis ako nang sa akin. Kahit na same lang yung pupuntahan namin, like same mall lang. So, minsan nauna ako sa kanya, and minsan nauuna din siya sa akin, kasi ganun na nga about sa time. Ayoko yung hinahassle ako, lalo na minsan kahit ako lang yung umalis. Tapos, sabihin ko may kakamit ako na ganitong oras, tapos makikita niya sa orasan, ganitong oras na, bakit hindi pa daw ako umalis, malilate na daw ako. Yung mag-smile lang ako sa kanya, kasi that's how we Filipinos are. Hindi na mawawali sa atin yun, being a Filipino, na ganun nga tayo. Kahit before school, I was also always late. Lagi akong late sa school dati. So, American time, they don't wanna be late. So, yan, may experience niyo yan, and I know you already know about it sa school ata. Tinuturo na rin natin yun sa school. That's number 6. American time versus Filipino time are big difference. For number 5, money issue. Money is very important to them, especially guys, hindi po lahat ng Americans are wealthy enough, and hindi lahat ng foreigners are mayaman, rich, na maraming pera. Hindi po ganun. So, that's why they live here in the Philippines, because of the way or the cost of living mas cheaper compare sa US. And money matters to them. That's why they will ask you how much you need for the certain occasion, for a certain lakad. Like, bibili ka ng groceries, may babayaran ka. And also, they don't want, like, pag nagtatanong sila magkano yung kailangan mo, you have to be straight to the point. Wag kang yung palikuliko, wag kang yung ganito ganyan, tapos magbabago, ay ganito pala. No, they want you straight on the point, how much you need. And I don't know, but for me, David kasi, he used to ask me before about the change, about the receipt, since doon kapag kabago pa lang kayo, doon kasi papasok yung trust. Hindi ka niya pagkakatiwalaan. So, I'm gonna explain that later on. So, money is very important to them, and it might be an issue for a relationship na magkaka-problem kayo when it comes to money. So, it's, very... Ako naman, guys, hindi naman kasi ako yung tipo ng babaeng umaasa sa kanya, because I do have my own business. And before, bago pa lang kami, I worked before, and then after I work, when I resigned, nag-business ako, and I'm not depending on him, especially on the things that I bought, like my MacBook, laptop, my camera that I use for vlogging. It's all my expenses, and I was able also to help my parents build our dream house. So I was really thankful for what I am right now, and thankful ako kasi hindi ako maasa sa kanya. It's very good thing for me. But kapag hindi ko naman din may blame yung other Filipinas na they don't have work, but they just depend on their foreigners, so hindi ko sila mabiblame, but one thing I could say na lang siguro is maybe they just have to maybe na wag lang sila ma-in love sa money, wag nilang iiwan yung tao kapag wala ng pera, and they have to be matipid kasi on how we live today, especially pandemic, everything goes down, the money exchange goes down, the economy goes down, so it will be a lot of challenges, guys. So yan lang masasabi ko about money issue. You have to be certain, you have to be frank, straight to the point how much you need, and wag kayo hihingi sa kanila ng sobra-sobra kasi guys, hindi yun sabing hindi sila madamot sila, but they work hard for it, and they don't want to. Some of the Americans or most Americans, lalo na kapag yung alam na nila about some of the foreigners na naghihirap, na naging homeless kasi na bankrupt, kasi kinuha lahat ng Pinay yung pera. And in that situation, we cannot blame them na kapag dumating sa point about sa pera, hindi sila ganun kagalante. Kasi nga, pinaghirapan nila yun, guys, is ayaw din nilang maging homeless. So, that's the number 5, the money issue. And for the number 4, the trust issue, yes, gaya ng sinabi ko sa inyo, guys, kanina, Americans, they don't trust Filipina easily. They don't trust anybody easily. Hindi sila yung tipo ng tao na magtitiwala sa'yo ng ganun-ganun na lang. Kasi sila yung klase ng tao na bibigyan nila ng importance yung sarili nila kaysa sa iba. Lalo na kapag bago pa lang kayo, guys, hindi siya magtitiwala sa'yo sa lahat-lahat ng bagay. You have to earn the trust. You have to earn their trust. You have to let him know that you're not that kind of Filipina. You're not a kind of Filipina that just up to money. Hindi kayong Filipina na gold digger, na hindi kayong Filipina na mahal lang yung pera niya kasi may pera siya. No, guys, wag po kayong ganon. You have to earn the trust, and you have to love him wholeheartedly, and you have to let him see na ganito kang tao, malinis ang iyong kalooban, and malinis ang iyong intensyon sa kanya. And for me kasi, that's why I wanted American. Actually, not really American, but I wanted a foreigner kasi bata pa lang ako, gusto ko na talagang mag-asawa ng foreigner kasi gusto ko maganda yung anak ko. Yun lang yung reason bakit gusto ko yung mag-asawa ng foreigner, kasi gusto ko yung blue eyes, gusto ko yung blondie hair, yung anak ko. Yun naman. Hindi ko naman na-experience yun kasi hindi naman ako maganda. Pero that's why I wanted to marry a foreigner, marry American, marry a foreigner. So, trust issue, very important yan sa kanila. At kapag ka nasira mo yung trust nila, they won't trust you again easily. Lahat naman siguro ng tao, kapag nawala yung trust, hindi ka nila pagkakatiwalaan agad-agad. Or worse is, hihiwalayan ka nila kasi sinira mo yung trust. Lahat naman din talaga siguro, pero strict sila when it comes to trust. You have to protect their trust to you kapag ka pinagkatiwalaan ka na nila. And hindi yun binibigyan nila agad-agad yung trust sa'yo. So that's the number 4. For the number 3, guys, is the meal habit of Americans. This is based on my experience. Yung bago pa lang kami ni David, I got to use na magtatampo at may inis sa kanya. Alam mo yun kasi kung bakit. Kumain lang siya una, hindi man lang akong niyaya, hindi man lang ako sinabihan, kumain ka na ba, ganito, ganyan. No, they're not like that. Americans used to be independent. Hindi sila magdidepende kung sino yung kasama nila sa bahay. Kakain lang sila ng sa kanila. And the reason is, meron ka naman daw mind, meron ka naman din kamay to make your meals, to get your meals. So, they will eat by themselves, and they don't care about you eating first to them kasi sanay silang ganun, sanay silang kumain ng sarili lang nila. So, if you're kind of Filipino kasi na, especially sa ating mga Pinay, sa ating mga Pinoy pala, is sanay tayong kumain together with our family, sabay-sabay tayong kumain. At kung hindi man, if we're living with a Filipino guy, is, mag-aantayan kayo kapag ka nasa work, aantayin mo siya, aantayin ka niya, kahit gutom ka na, mag-aantayan kayo kasi gusto nyong sabay kumain. No, they're not like that. Kapag kasabahay lang kayo, they will eat just by themselves. Hindi sila makikisabay, hindi nila isasacrifice yung gutom nila, naantayin kang umuwi kasi sabay kayong kumain. No, the meal habit is really, I think that's important culture na malaman nyo sa Americans too, kasi you might get depressed, you might get stressed kasi feel mo hindi ka naman importante sa kanya, kasi feel mo hindi ka naman niya mahal, kasi hindi kayo subay kumain. So guys, meal habit talaga nila yung kumain sila mag-isa at walang yaya or hindi sila yaya. Siguro minsan yayayain ka nila, but most of the time they will just eat by themselves. Meal habit, that's the number 3. Hindi ko alam kung number 3 na ba yun, basta yun na yun. So for number 2 is they complain a lot. Alam mo yun, yung pwede lang silang mabigyan ng reward, best complainants, you can give it to them. Guys, Americans complain a lot. So magko-complain sila more than your complaints in your lifetime. So alam ko na rin yun. Meron naman akong idea about it. But, nung nagsama kami ni David, I was really shocked. Like, grabing stress ko, guys. Kasi ang dami niyang complain. And, hindi ako sanay sa ganun. So, meron naman talaga siguro mga Pinoy na mahilig din mag-complain. But, Pinoy don't complain that much like Americans do. They will complain with service. They will complain about food. As much as they wanna complain. And sa my experience ko, like sa Grab car, they were gonna complain about the driver, hindi maganda, hindi maayos magpatakbo. They were gonna complain about the car. They were gonna complain about something. They were gonna complain about the food. Hindi tama yung pagkakaluto. Hindi nila nagustuhan yung lasa. So they were gonna complain a lot of that. And you will gonna experience that with American. They are best complainants. So para kasi sa kanila, guys, if you don't complain, how would they improve their service? How they, like, connected kasi yun sa economy. That's why yung Philippines is hindi naman nagbo-boom yung economy natin kasi we're just letting the establishment, we're just letting businesses run in different, or hayaan lang sila natin kung ano yung how they run their business na hindi naman tama, na there's something to be improved about. So that's why in America maganda yung economy nila kasi if you complain, they have to do better next time. And one thing good about that is, yun, makikita mo yung improvement. Pero sa atin kasi hindi. So yeah, they're best in complainants. So masistress ka. Kaya ako minsan, ayoko rin sumabay kay David sa taxi. Kasi ang dami niyang mga complaints. Tapos hindi ako sanay. So yan. Americans complain a lot. And I think, guys, this is it for the last one, sa pinaka top 1 na para sa akin napaka-importanteng malaman ng Pinay na may relationship sa American. I made this a number 1 kasi this is my real observation kapag you're in relationship with Americans. So, hindi na tayo magpapatumpik-tumpik pa. So, yung pinaka-top 1, guys, is phone privacy. Yeah. Ayaw nila na pinakikialaman yung kanilang phone. Like, kasi tayong Pinay, kapag ka may feel natin may ka-chat yung isa, may ka-chat yung jowa natin, feel natin cheated na niloloko na tayo, gusto natin malaman password ng Facebook, password ng Instagram, password ng phone, lahat ng password gusto nating malaman. Minsan pa nga, may iba pang mga Pinay pang mga jejemon pa, diba? Pati ba naman anniversary date, yun yung ginagawang password sa Facebook and everything. And hindi naman ako nakikialam, pero ganun talaga tayong mga Pinoy. For them American kasi, they don't like their phone being touched. Ayaw nila yung pinakakialaman mo yung phone nila, ayaw nila yung hinihingi mo yung password nila. Meron sigurong ibang Americans na kayang gawin yun, but it's very important to them is yung phone privacy, and doon papasok kasi yung trust. Anyway, before kasi bago pa kami ni David, lagi kami nag-aaway kasi gusto kong makita yung phone niya, gusto kong malaman kung sinong ka-chat niya, kasi hindi naman natin yun mawawala, lalo na kapag ka mga foreigner kasi possible may mga ka-chat pa silang iba maliban sa atin, lalo na kapag kabago pa lang kayo. Hindi kasi yan sila agad-agad na magsiserious sa'yo. Kailangan mo talaga yung, you have to build your relationship, the foundation of your relationship good enough to prove that you're worthy, na hindi niya kailangan maghanap ng iba. Yun yung parang na-notice ko sa mga foreigners. They don't make relationships seriously for the first time. Lalo na first day nyo pa lang, serious na siya sa'yo. No. Actually, may mga ka-chat pa yan silang iba. And yun yung lagi namin pinag-agawan ni David. And dumating sa point na I question myself. Do I have to do that? I have to hurt myself kasi makikita ko lang naman may mga ka-chat siya, so do I have to make myself depressed? So I decided na why would I? So hayaan ko lang siya. If ganun yung gusto niyang gawin, bahala siya. It's his choice na rin. So yung phone privacy sa kanila is napaka-importante yon. So wag niyo pong hawakan yung phone nila kasi that will cause argument, away, and it will lead to breakup. So you just let them be, and time to time, marirealize nila at hindi na sila mag-chat sa mga Pinay. So, magpo-focus na lang siya sa inyo. So, why I'm telling this is na-experience ko kasi yun, na alam kong dati maraming ka-chat si David. Pero, nung tumagal na kami, so, hindi na ako nangangamba kasi alam ko naman, ay napifeel ko naman na serious siya sa akin. Napaka-importante sa kanila yun, guys. So, dapat na lang nating i-respect because that's their culture. That's the way they are. So I hope you learn from this vlog, and if you have any questions about Americans, if you have anything to add on, you might put it down below or comment nyo na lang down below. And also guys, you can ask me ano yung pwede kong i-content next time na related sa aking vlog today. And yun naman po guys, I really appreciate you watching this vlog, and see you on my next vlog guys. Thank you!